Smallville, do you really like Lois Lane in real life too?
We're friends. We're friends. Yeah, we're both married, you know, to different people. But yeah, she's lovely. She's great. My wife's actually here.
Which has absolutely nothing to do with the way he answered his question, by the way.
Good question.
All right, next question. Fellow with the hat on backwards with his head. Yes, that's the one right there.
First of all, Phil, loved you in Meet the Spartans. Fantastic. And to Mr. Hartley, is there any truth to the rumors of a Green Arrow spinoff after season 9 of Smallville?
You know, I don't know. Some people talk about it, and I always just kind of say, you know, that right now I'm doing Smallville, and it's you know, I think it's not something that I would, you know, want to spend my time thinking about when I'm doing Smallville. I think it would be kind of a disservice to my Green Arrow on Smallville. So I'm just focusing on that right now.
I think I speak for us all when I say we would love to see that happen.
So has the makeup department ever laid the goatee on you to see how it would look? Was that ever an option for the?
No.
Did you?
I hope not.
All right, next question. Who's got a question? That lovely young lady with the black T-shirt, her hand right up. Yes, ma'am.
No. I saw that skit with Tom Selleck last night. He's so good looking. Is he as nice as he appears to be?
Oh, of course he is. Incidentally, I should get a business card as I've never been on Showtime either. I mean, Smallville.
And that is something that's long overdue, having Noel on Smallville, don't you think?
I don't think you need a business card. I'm going to call him immediately.
Yeah. Gentleman with the blue hat and the white shirt, waving furiously back there.
Thank you very much. Mr. Morris,
sir.
Did you come into acting to follow your dad's footsteps, Mission Impossible, to be as good as he was?
Well, you know, at first I wanted to do everything but this, because quite frankly I've gotten that question my whole life, and you know, as a young, fairly strong young man, I wanted to do my own thing. Obviously I am following in his steps to a degree, but I never got into it to try to eclipse anything he ever did, because there's no way I could hold a candle to him. He was a legend, and he did a great show with Mission Impossible, and I honor his legacy, and without him, no me, in many, many ways. So he really was a great, not only father, but mentor and trailblazer for me as a young African-American actor, and so I'm just happy that people even mention me in the same breath with him, and I really appreciate your question, because I love him, and he looks down on me and blesses me every single day.
We just got the one microphone in the back there? Okay. Well, as long as you're right there, there's a young fellow with the green shirt right in that row.
This question's for the Green Arrow.
Yes.
Can you really shoot a bow and arrow in real life?
I can shoot you right now, kid. Yeah, no, I can. I couldn't before the show. I took like a class in high school for like 2 weeks that you have to take, you know, right after swimming and right before basketball. So, and then, you know, you miss the little target and everything, but they had a guy, you know, I did like some really intense training, because, you know, you gotta look like you kind of know what you're doing, you know what I mean? So yeah, good question though, but yes, I can, thank you.
All right, Lisa, you need some exercise. Go all the way in the back now. There's a little guy with a blue Superman shirt. I don't know, I'll narrow it down a little bit. No, over the other way.
This is to Justin Hartley. What was your favorite part about being Green Arrow?
What is my favorite part about being Green Arrow? I like playing Oliver, to be quite honest with you, because I think when I'm doing the Green Arrow thing and killing bad guys or whatever, it justifies everything that Oliver kind of does. Oliver's not he's not that smooth around the edges, you know what I'm saying? So he's got some rough spots. So I think a lot of that is the reason he's able to get away with a lot of that stuff is because of the things he does as Green Arrow. But another really cool part about playing him is that I have a 4-year-old daughter. So I don't even tell her it's a show. I just tell her I'm a superhero. She doesn't know, so she goes to school and she's like, this is my mommy, she's an actress. This is my daddy, he's a superhero. And I'm in background like, that's right. And I have superhero friends. I mean, so who's gonna argue, right?
Okay, next question. This lady with the yellow top right over here. A couple of roses.
Yes, I was going to ask everybody, did you really enjoy doing Star Trek with everybody, all the cast on Star Trek?
I love doing Star Trek. When I did it, it was the original one in the 2nd season. So it wasn't really all that, big. I had no idea then, 42 years ago, that it would go on to be such a huge phenomenon now and be all over the world. And I don't know if any of you saw that particular episode. It was the deadly years where we all get old and I died of old age.
We're not applauding because you died of old age.
At least I got to die in Captain Kirk's arms, so it wasn't a total But you know what I couldn't figure out? Is I died and I wasn't even wearing a red shirt. So...
Now, Phil, you did the original series as well. What was your experience like back in the day?
I did the episode Mary with Kim Darby and Michael J. Pollard, and it was great. That was a bit of a stunt casting. They used a lot of the kids that were the offspring of actors that were on the set. So I was in it. My sister Iona was in it. Martin Landau and Barbara Bain's daughters were in it. William Shatner's daughters were in it. And so it was an amazing time. I mean, they wanted kids that knew how to handle themselves on a set, but weren't actors. And who better than actors' kids who have been around the business forever and knew when to be quiet, knew when to spout out. It was a really it was like going to a club. It was like all of us kids would meet up in the kind of extras tent. We'd have like punch and Kool-Aid, they'd give us all that cool stuff, sugar us up, and then send us out. It was a great time.
And you got to sit in Captain Kirk's chair, and I'm very jealous. So.
Absolutely.
All right, next question. How about this lady with the brown top right over there?
This is for Lois Lane. And I want you to say one time, my favorite part of Superman was when you would always say, and just where were you at, Clark? Can you say that?
Let's see. Oh, Superman, where were you when we needed you? And Clark, where were you?
All right, Lisa, why don't you come on down this way and we'll give some